What's going on, YouTube people? If you're watching this, that means you are probably one of the fellow wolves out there, patriots of the United States of America, and a personal friend of the Badwolf. What's going on, guys? I appreciate you guys. Thank you for chiming in. We made it to 50,500 people at this point in time, so all glory to the powers that be, and each and every one of you guys for making it possible. So once again, can't stop, won't stop. All right. So let's get going. If you didn't know, we have 5 more YouTube channels. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about ancient aliens, life coaching, spiritual, daily life, health stuff, all the stuff that I've been learning all of these years. I'm going to give to you guys and pour it all out on YouTube and the other various channels. So you can find all the rest of my other YouTube channels on blacksite32.com on the social media page. There's a whole page that's dedicated to social media. So if you're ever not sure if it's me in one of these chat rooms or if it's a authorized Facebook account, check out blacksite32.com before sending anybody any money. I don't want to see anybody getting scammed. I will never ask you for any money in any chats. I rarely have time to be in any of the chats personally anyway. You might see a pop-up here and there of me. So please do not be scammed by people changing my name or my account name or account name similar to my name. So try to stay away from that. So as always, guys, I told you I would leave you alone about hitting that bell, like, and subscribe. So thank you. I think you guys know the drill by now. And without further ado, let's take a look at the reason for this video. All right, so this one is going to be about, oh, but I don't have it queued and ready to go. That's on me. My bad. All right. Uno momento, por favor. Senor and señorita. Now, share screen. I don't know how I went from Spanish to German. Sorry, mine's a little fuzzy. Shazam! All right, so we're using Oxford reference. Now here they're using the Guide to Latin and International Law. Now I do know a little bit of Latin, but not a whole lot. All right. But we've all heard some of these phrases. So one of the main phrases is ENS LEGIS. Okay. Right here, pronounce ENS LEGIS or ENS LEGIS. Okay. So ENS LEGIS. What does that mean? Essentially, in legal. Okay. Or is legal. All right. So rough translation. That's pretty close. All right. So here, your ENS LEGIS is another name for your straw man. Okay. We call it the straw man. That is a slang term like the N word for black people. Okay. So that's the equivalent of the straw man. Okay. It's not a real thing, though I did show in the other video how Cornell Law EDU does have straw space man on there, and they break it down. So much like Michael Jackson's Shamao, if you use it enough, people start using it, and then it becomes a word, or at least a recognized word. All right. So, but the proper terminology is ENS LEGIS. Now, what does that mean? A being of law. Now, remember, guys, when I told you, when you see the word of, OF, one of the most powerful words in our language. It seems so simple, but it's a MFer. It's a modifier. All right. So what is it modifying? It's modifying the fact that it means that which is coming after this, it's not. Okay. Everything you wanted in the Badwolf, but less, kind of like my ex-girlfriend. Oh, everything. Oh. All right. So that means that a being of law, meaning it is not a lawful being. Okay, did you catch that? So when you look at your certificate of title, it means it ain't the real title. because it's a certificate of it. Okay. If it's a picture of the Badwolf, yeah, it looks like me, but it ain't really me. It's a picture. It has my likeness, has a copy of my persona, but it ain't the real McCoy. All right. So the ens legis is a being of law. So it's not at law. It's not in law. It's of it. So it's a creature of it, but it is not the real thing. So legal is different than lawful. Okay. So an ens legis is a being. Okay. So it's we'll get to it. I'm getting ahead of myself. So it's a being. Doesn't say human being. It's a being, some kind of anonymous type thing, but let's go on. Of law. So it's so let's go on. So it is an entity created. Okay, so unless anybody knows any powers on creating human beings, it's not human. And it's not lawful because it doesn't say it's a lawful human being in the private like we are, creators. But it's an entity created. Okay. And because these dead things can't create each other, we did this. Somebody created an entity. That in itself is of law. So it's got legal rights and things, but it's not a lawful, real, flesh-breathing, private sector entity, though it can be changed into a private entity, but it is legal. That means that it has the right to exist. It has been created to exist, and so it is a real thing, but in fact, it is a thing, and it has certain laws, rules, regulations, statutes, and codes that it must abide by. You're conforming it to the legal system. Ens legis, legal. So a being of law, so not of law, but it's a thing created by something, a creator. The created has created an entity and exists by operation, so to function, of law. Okay, so once again, of law. So a being that was created, straw man, aka the real name, ens legis, to resemble a real human boy. Look at me, I'm a real boy. Okay, Pinocchio. You created Pinocchio. And yet you speak for it. It cannot speak. So Pinocchio without the voice and without movement, unless you tell it what to do. And how you create it, it so becomes. So above, so below. Okay? So a being of law, an entity created and existing by operation of law with independent legal personality. So they're saying this thing exists in a legal jurisdiction, a legal person, a legal persona, independent of its creator, meaning you, which is what your name in all capitalized letters is, given to you by the state on the birth certificate. It is independent of you. And even the upper and lower case is a mix of the two. So mixing the public and the private is my dog poo cake theory. Private and public should not mix. And when you do, the living becomes half dead. The half dead becomes half living, which draws you by lowest common denominator back into the world of the dead. Okay? So a being of law, an entity created and existing by operation of law with independent legal personality or persona, it's its own thing, like a trust, like any of these other vessels or empty things that need stuff placed into them to be fulfilled. Its destiny is to have something put in it. I'm gonna leave that one alone right now. Such as a corporation. And corporation, corp, is Latin for body. Ation or oration is to animate. Right here, operation, oration. Okay. So all this information about these beautiful words that they don't really want you to know and be able to understand and decipher, all information here is considered entertainment for the public and informational purposes only. From your favorite non-belligerent, non-combatant, treated United States, Mr. James C. Badwolf himself, the werewolf. Be aware. Beware. All right. In the Guide to Latin and International Law. Okay. Jazzy. So, what does a young, strapping lad like myself do when ye comes across said information? Shazam! He goes and buys the Latin Guide to International Law. So, looks like I'll be brushing up on my Latin. I've always wanted to finish learning Latin anyway, because I already speak 4 different languages, called a polyglot, for those people who don't know. And yes, it has all the terms in here. Don't go far, baby. Yeah. Got to treat them dirty. That's how they stay. Treat them too nice and they run away from you. All right. So anyway, there you have it, guys. Not a long video, but a very informative and jam-packed one. So get your edumacation on. I will talk to you guys later. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe to my other new channels, and including Odyssey and Rumble and whatever else. But if not those, then definitely the new YouTube ones, because we're going to be dropping some fire information. If you like this channel, we got other goodies on there too. And they will stimulate you in different ways than you thought's possible. Really. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. You guys are all beautiful. Keep your heads up out there. Keep light. And if you get knocked down, get up again and dust off when you're ready after taking the breath. All right, keep going. Look to the east. Keep light in your eyes. Walk with beauty and light and splendor in your hearts. All right. And to all those people that messaged me who said that I've been an inspiration for you guys, thank you for the feedback, and thank you for being you and not giving up on yourselves. So keep going, guys, and have a great, fantastic life, because we got lots of stuff to do here. Show must go on.